X, what took me so long is my hard drives came in for the Series X and the one in the living room. It was a smaller one. I didn't have money for two 2 GB ones, but I got a smaller one for it and a bigger one for the Series X, because I couldn't install any more games on the series and what I've got here. So that'd be 2 GB to get me by till maybe I can afford one of them card slots. So we'll see. I don't have $200 and something to put in one of them little cards, so I did the next best alternative, which was get a 2 GB hard drive. First I thought, oh God, it's not going to show, and then I plugged it back in and it registered the second time.
Kano.
So I am on the Series X right now. We're going to go back to his battle. Let me make sure, before we do, let me make sure I'm multi-streaming. It sometimes has trouble starting up, so I have to give it a little bit to... The podcast is back in full swing. No politics here, but politics will be on the podcast. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the Podomatic podcast. I may turn it into something else. We shall see. I'm limited to 15 minutes, but 15 minutes is better than nothing. It's actually just a news podcast, in my opinion. And it looks like I am live, but not on Trovo. Oh yes, I'm on Trovo. It's D-Live I'm not on. Hold on. Let me try this again. It's showing I'm on D-Live now. Let me check it before I start. Because out of all the services, I've got more follows on D-Live than I do at both Twitch and Trovo. Make sure my voice is hearable. I'm on D-Live now. Let me... Yes. Check it. I got voice. I'm going to put this phone right in front of me. I can see the chat room there. If somebody comes in. Last person that came in was the last person that spoke. Here we go. Let's get started, baby. Who am I going to make him fight tonight? He fed Arnold last night, the Terminator. We'll make him fight this two-armed creature. Always have trouble with this thing.
Special Forces Desert Command.
I always have trouble with that thing. Or if I'm still set at 720 on this, I can't tell. Trovo would tell me.
Mine are sworn to Shao Kahn.
Wasting your time with that sheep shagger.
Round 1. Fight.
I don't know if I'm at 480 or 720. But I'm going to stop it to see. On the computer, I always have to be 420 and 480. I can't go 720 on the computer. This thing is tearing me apart. I've managed to get him down. I don't know if I'll beat him. How he got me down. I got one of those on. Those are hard for me to get. Haha!
Nice sucker.
Round 2. Fight.
What other moves I can figure out? I should have trained it. I think after this, I'm gonna train with him so I can learn his moves. You know, each one has their own moves. Oh good, I got him against the vehicle. I am so happy I finally got my hard drive. I think it took us a freaking week to come in. I have a little more storage on the old Xbox. It was only a 1 TV or that. I'll have to be choosy with what I put on. Whoa!
Job's a job.
Kano wins.
You know, I saw Wish sell some covers that look natural. I may try to get one of those natural covers for it. It's got a ruined Cassie for 90 bucks. Plus some postage. I think it came out to 111. With the postage, or 115, somewhere around there. Let's see, it was 90 something. So many dollars shipping and handling. It come out to a little over 100. That was a good deal for an Xbox. And it does have a loose HMDI thing too. I had to wiggle it back in place when I installed the hard drive. But other than that, it's fine. I mean, and I've had it since April, so I've almost got that many months out of it. So I guess if it were to tear up tomorrow, I did get a few months out of it. And it does give me an extra one to go on if I'm in the living room and I'm eating breakfast or something. Oh yeah, I was going to play some,
Fight.
I was going to do some
practice.
learning with him. If I ever get the X, I'll probably get rid of it. Because I can take the S in the living room. I want the X. That's what I wanted in the beginning. I just couldn't get one. But I saw they had several X's, so I decided I better get one. I mean, it's S's. I mean, I seen it. I had the money to get it, and I got it. So, but I really want that X. That's what I wanted from the beginning, was the X. I kind of just bought the S because it come up.
Night Wolf.
And I saw it, and I saw they had it in stock. And I thought, boy, you better not turn that down. These are hard to get. Back then, they were still harder to get. I think the S is a little easier to get now. It might not be. I don't know. I don't follow it because I got one. Some of you other people out there might know. But I have yet to run into an X.
Shaolin Trap
Still,
Dungeon.
all these aren't players. And I guess I got that other thing in March, not April, because I got the S before. I mean it before I got the S. Off the commie money. You know, the Biden money and Trump money. It was the Trump money that bought the $90 Xbox. And the commie money is what I spent part of it. The Joe Biden commie dollars. So I used the commie dollars to get the Xbox. I should have done what some people done and bought guns with them. You know, that's what all the conservatives do. A lot of them bought guns with it. They done it to spite the guns. But I spent it on the Xbox. And some games and stuff. Other stuff.
Flee while you can. Will fall.
Commie dollars. I call them the commie dollars. That's what they really was. It's paying people to stay home. Oh yeah, I was testing. I grabbed the wrong guy. I was gonna test him out. Damn it. Well, look, 'cause I want to play him too. So I'll get familiar with him, and then I'll bring the other dude back. I like playing with Wolfie too. I call him Wolfie. I call him Wolfie. Wolfie's one of my favorites. I didn't spend it all on games. Just a little bit, and the system, of course.
With the dogs.
I used the Trump $90 of the Trump or $100 of the Trump money for the old Xbox. You know, I thought that was a good deal. Indeed, I asked him before I bought it. I said, "Are you sure this worked?" He said, "Yeah, that was him or she. I didn't know what it was a name." They said the chassis right, but it works fine, and it does have a loose HMD. Now they didn't tell me about the loose HMDI, but you know, you don't hardly bother that anyway, so that's not really a problem.
Can you do no better?
You just wiggle it back and it comes back on. It don't ever go out, unless I move it, and then I can put it back, wiggle it back, and it comes right back on. Like I said, it gives me the spare Xbox to play when I'm not in my room. You know, it's got a terrible chassis. You can't see it from the angle it's standing in, though. Because on the side that's messed up is the side that's facing the wall. I'll probably get rid of it if I ever get the X like I want. I may try to eventually get the X, you know, it's still a brand new console. It's got a few years to go. And I got the Xbox late in the game. Like, the Xbox One. I got it at 19. Boy, wouldn't it have been good if I'd run into that $90 one back then, because I would have had the full system for $90, and I wouldn't have the S series, just a regular Xbox. It's the old big bulky one, with the big bulky brick. I hate that brick, by the way. It's in the way. I don't care about looks. I never cared about looks. I used to buy the scratch and dents when you used to get really deals on them. I don't buy them anymore. Just as an example. Like say if you bought an item and it was $200, you'll have to pay $190 for the fucking scratch. Back in the old days, you used to get a real deal on them. I don't buy the scratch and dents. These people are crooked today. They want to charge you full price for something that's old. Like they'll even sell used items, same prices. Like what they're doing to all the old game consoles. I mean, you used to go in there and get 360s, like $60, $70, $80. Now look at them, $199, $200, $300. They expect you to pay full price for an old fucking machine. Yes, I said fucking. My channel's been marked adult. People are crooks, man. I tell you, they're crooks. They're crooked. They're crooked as the day is long. Of course, I guess they always was. My daddy used to say, nobody in business ever made it honest. They always cut somebody's throat. That's what he used to say. never understood when my daddy worked as a slave for other people his whole life. He tried one business with them, and it was a flea market. And when that didn't work for him, he just quit. But he should have invested that in something that might have worked, instead of trying to go into a flea market business. And he really made a mistake because he bought all new items. A lot of people start out with junk, you know. He went full throttle. He went and bought all kinds of new merchandise, a big old van, and paid years on it. Instead of starting out slow, he started out big time, and then it ended up costing him, so he quit and then went back to working.
Can you do no better?
He should have invested that in something that might have worked, instead of trying that. He used to often complain because they give all the illegal aliens, they gave them 0 interest loans on their businesses and stuff. He used to complain about that, and he said, oh, they don't admit to it. But he had several bankers that he knew told him that they were doing that in this town. He said, just imagine if I could get a 0 interest loan. I could have started my own business too. Now, they've never owned up to that. Somebody was making a movie on it one time, but I never saw the movie come out. That was the only other time I heard somebody say it besides my daddy.
The mantle.
They should have just tried anyway. When he put all that money into that flea market, it didn't work. Now I've got to go pick him again. I'm going to go pick him because I want to get back to playing. He had several people tell him that were in the banks what they was doing here in this town. And then later on, a couple years later, I seen somebody a little bit before he died. Indeed, I actually told him. I said, there's a dude on the radio telling exactly what you told me. He's making a movie on it, but he was funding the movie. I guess he didn't ever get the funding, the crowdfunding to get it out, because I never seen that it come out. It may be out there, I don't know. He was crowdfunding it. He said, well, I had several tell me that, son.
Kano, Sub-Zero.
This is testing against Subby. Oh, Subby. I just want to learn all of his moves, so I can try to advance better when I'm playing him. Like even his nephew, my cousin, he even told him not to start out big with it. He said to start out little and then go, but he had to go full throttle. He bought a van, he bought all new merchandise, and he didn't sell a lot of it. He sold some of it. I don't even know if he made back what he sold. He should have at least bought the merchandise on the really sale. You know, he's been dead 6 years now, so we're talking about the 80s when I was a kid. I used to like going to the flea markets with him. That's about one of the other things we did together. So I was listening to Savage. But he never would speak to me on those trips. I mean, it was like, it was sort of like them dreams I had where he was riding in the car and he was silent. He'd rarely ever speak to me. But I was there with him. I went several times. My mom and sister would go with him sometimes when I wasn't going. They were with him. And sometimes we'd all go. Sometimes I'd either be at Harold. I believe it was Harold. His grandma had already passed. I believe one time I was at Harold one weekend. Honestly. I'm going memory here. I was somewhere. I may have just stayed home. I remember if Harold was already dead when he went into the flea market tonight. I can't remember. He might have been alive at the beginning of it. I don't remember, y'all. I don't remember. I was somewhere. I stayed at home. Sometimes. I go a lot of times. Sometimes the rest of my family wouldn't go, like my mom and sister, and it'd just be me and him. But sometimes we'd all be there. Sometimes during the winter it was really have our gloves on. I'd always prowl around and look at what everybody else was selling. I'll tell you, my first loss of teeth, I lost my very first tooth. Come off this candy that he didn't sell. I mean, he had boxes of it. Like Starburst, but it was all strawberry. It was just like Starburst. I mean, they were the little squares that were wrapped in paper. And I ate them one summer. Boy, I decayed my tooth out. That was my first starting to my first teeth problem. I never did that again. But then when I was going to that school, I got on this Jolly Rancher. I'd suck them. I was in class to keep my throat from going dry. Well, that too caused me teeth problems later on. I lost several teeth off the Jolly Rancher. At least 2. Before I figured out what was going on. I just suck on them.
On your bike.
Suck on them during class. Then the rest of it just succumbed to my family issue. Most of our family lost their teeth. Except for a few. I don't know what happened to my 2 front teeth. They just broke out on me. Oh yeah, I remember that pizza. I ate a piece of pizza. And the crust. And I knew I broke them right when it done it. I told my mother, I think I broke my tooth. I didn't know it was both of them. Well, 4 months later, I had to go pull them. It was really bad infected, and I was throwing up off that infection. I mean, I was so sick as a dog, I thought I was going to die. I couldn't eat. Barely sleep. I'm so sick. I threw up about 2 weeks after they were full. Broke them while I was on vacation. And then at the end of the year is when they finally had to be pulled. I mean, they got so bad. Almost felt like a rock. The Little Caesars pizza. Replace my teeth. That's what I really should have done, but I didn't report it at the time that happened. You know, that teeth and stuff is expensive. It was gonna cost me $5,000 something just to get the things. I told them forget it. I said, fuck that. I don't even know if I'll be able to wear them or not. My mouth's kind of low, and they said a lot of people can't wear them. It was going to cost $500 just for the trial rubbers. I just told them forget it. I just done it out. You know, if I could have got implants, I would have got it. I couldn't afford that either. I should have made Little Caesars replace them. Because they broke my fucking teeth out. They're hard crushed. I should have sued them. We was on vacation, like I said. It was in the mountains, I think. I believe it was the mountains. I'm pretty sure it might have been the other one. It was either one of the Florida trips or the mountains. We was doing two vacations a year off of a trade-in discount up until COVID. We didn't go 2000. I mean 2020. 2020. 2020. That's what. As thank God. I guess because it was 2020. You know, like 2000 was 2000. 2000. And 2020 was 20. Okay, let's get back to the game, shall we? I spent a big portion towards training. We'll get back to the game, because I don't know what time it is. 9:27. I'll probably be getting off around 10. Sometimes I go over if I'm not hungry. I'm hungry tonight. I probably ain't gonna go over tonight because I'm hungry. We had some we got some tacos, and they barely had any freaking meat in them. I felt like I didn't even feel like I ate after we ate those. And I am starved. I felt like I just had fucking taco shells. Nachos. And I know if you leave nachos, you get a big pile of nachos. So I felt like I had a little nachos with nothing in them. And I felt like I hadn't even had no supper. So I will probably eat here. I'll probably go eat early. I'll probably make sure I'm in there at 10 o'clock. Sometimes I'll go over about 10:30 to sometimes 11 if I'm not hungry. If I've ate good.
Hourglass.
I don't think we had anything to cook.
What brings you here?
I think I remember she said she didn't have nothing to
Round
cook.
1. Fight.
I'll play with Scarlet for a bit, even though I could. I'll play with. I just want to play with Scarlet. Right now. do better with Scarlet back when I first started playing. I don't know if they changed her with some of them updates or what. I used to do better with her.
Don't stare too long.
Round 2. Fight.
I know one thing I do like the clarity of the system, but I found out my Xbox One it wasn't my Xbox One. They had everything set on the other day. This one this way too, but in the beginning, see 1080. But then it got where it was didn't like it. I changed the setting on it. You could also be automatic.
Hunger.
Got it. Now I've got all my systems on HMDI
Blood for blood.
as opposed to 480. What it was doing, it was putting them down to 480
Fight.
when it was automatic. Other than that, these TVs are not grade to her. They are 1080. They're cheap TVs, but they're 1080.
Finish her.
Now we're gonna go back to that dude. What's his name? Kano. Chicano. Oh, drive some Brano. Wow, cut Chicano. Makes me come alive. Sing a little bit of Danzig. A little bit of Danzig, buddy. I love Danzig's music. I like listening to Danzig, especially when I'm going in the mountains.
Kano.
Touch a Kano, whoa, drive some Brano. A touch a Kano, miss
Aaron
me,
Blood.
come alive, come on. Touch a Kano, yeah, drive some Brano.
The
Oh, you know, right. I ain't heard that song in a while.
Round 1. Fight.
There we go. Now I'm a little more familiar with him, to train with him. You still can't do what you do in the training. There we go. Hit him with the ragdoll. Ragdoll, living in the movie. Hot shooting. Ah, that little bastard.
Round 2. Fight.
Hit that bro back.
I'll job you, Dill.
Ah, he got it on me. A little bit. He's going to end up winning, y'all. If I can't overturn him, he's going to win. There we go. I have to push it real hard to do that. Really hurts my freaking finger.
Nice bit of tackle.
At least I made it to another round.
Final round. Fight.
There we go. Why do I use that hammer thing? He was playing with.
Finish him.
Good, I beat him. Send you back to Brokeback Mountain.
Wins.
There we go. Yeah. I beat him. Okay, let's see. Who can we play now? Let's go up against Spawn.
Kano. Spawn.
I may have already did Spawn in a other broadcast. Such Kano! Hey, drive some Brano.
Tournament.
We'll see. I might do one more or stick with this one.
Round 1. Fight.
Spawn always sucks when I play him, but when I play against him, he's always a tough SOB.
Get away.
But if I play him, he
Round
sucks.
2.
I can't do
Fight.
shit with him. Ah, I missed it. He may beat me, but at least I got that move on. Well, I got to the round two.
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, whoopsie. I don't do that much on this system. This one. I done it all the time in the Sega one. I found my Sega last night, by the way. I need to get it out one day. He's about to beat me, y'all. Got him with the Ragnar. Good little Ragnar.
Finish him.
Dang it. I knew that devil would beat me.
Spawn wins.
I knew that devil would beat me. Well, I will retry him. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to try him, retry him. I take just a paw. Going to retry this devil. Demon. That was coming through my window, damn it.
Fight!
I got him that time. Go to hell, devil. Yeah, go to hell, devil.
Looks tasty.
Round 2. Fight!
He was ragdoll. Although he's black though. Go to hell, you fucking devil. Fucking devil. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, devil. Go fuck yourself, devil. Go fuck yourself, Beelzebub. Damn it, he didn't get one on me.
Final round. Fight! Finish him!
Finally, I beat that devil.
Kanan wins.
I'll see y'all later tonight. Hopefully, if I don't. Not too tired to get on. I slept most of the day, so maybe I won't be. We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see. If not, I was on tonight. Several times I played Alien and a little tiny bit of Terminator. I was planning to get on a little earlier. Then we went and checked the mail and my hard drives that came. And then I installed them.